Welcome back to the channel, folks. Once again, we are working on Ghost Pepper, the world's greatest off-road wrecker. It's like it never ends. It's the same thing, different day. But in this one, I have no idea what we have planned. But I do know we have one big goal. And let me show you what the problem is, and then I'll tell you about the solution. So stay tuned. So I don't know how well you guys can see that, but this whole frame rail is shaking because we have a big block and I think it's cammed, but this whole frame rail is shaking. But the main reason why is because whomever put this motor in decided it was a good idea to cut the engine cross member out, so you can see from here to there is nothing, and there 100% should be something there. I don't know why that got removed. I don't know if the motor was too deep and that cross member was sitting too shallow and it was in the way of the 454. I don't know if it was cut out before the 454 got put in, but all I know is I'm gonna fix it. I burnt my pinky. Okay, so the idea here is that we can bolt this guy, which you saw me weld, up into here. Then I have two flat surfaces to land a piece of tubing or something off of. Did I? No way. Oh, no. Ow! There's a shock bolt right there. I thought I welded the wrong side. I did not. Or I mean, I thought I drilled the wrong side. I did not. You can already see the passenger side one is on and looking nice. I don't know if I'll have to shave some of this off. I might have to, I'm not sure. But this is definitely the wrong way to fix this. But it's gonna work, so we're gonna ignore the reality of this being the wrong way. So I might have blocked some of your viewing with the 4x4, but it did move the cross members a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. So, oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. So we're gonna leave that be. We're gonna grab the hot glue gun. And we're gonna see if we can avoid melting myself. That's my only objective. Tack this on well-ish. More importantly, don't melt self. And I will be happy. This is why fabricators charge a lot of money. Because even though we love our job, this sucks. A lot. It sucks 100%. Which is why I recommend, oh my gosh. Which is why I recommend, problem is I can't grab this guy, it's on the ground. I'm getting severely frustrated right now. I'm not enjoying it. Where can I put you that you will stay put? Golly! I suggest you learn fabrication on your own so you can suffer for free, instead of paying for someone else to suffer. I'm just kidding, it ain't that bad. I'm just being a wiener right now. because I know that I'm about to get a ride. Close! My gas is off. Oh my goodness! Unreal, folks. I can't make this up. I'm trying to be a good civilian right now, but it ain't working. Okay, now that I have oxygen all over my weld, let's see if we can make it better. Okay, that wasn't a bad weld. So the cross member is in. Kind of weirdly enough, the frame still kind of moves. So I don't know if I made it better. I can't imagine I made it worse, but it didn't really do anything like I thought it was going to. So we're just gonna run it and see what happens. At least I know now that the motor has support and it's not just gonna fall out of the truck. So that part's done. All right, so we got brake lights hooked up. So I should have a running light and we also should have a brake light. I'm using you guys because I can't see. So, in theory, that should be running light, which I see it in the camera, and brake light. Boom! We're extra legal now. Those suckers are bright. I'm gonna have to add a reflective backing to this because LEDs don't reflect, and legally you have to have reflectors on the vehicle just in case it's parked on the street and someone decides they want to hit you. I will lose that battle right now if someone decides they want to hit me. So even though they hit a parked vehicle, it'll be my fault because it's not reflecting. Which is silly, but it's the world we live in. But now you got brake lights, so this guy is next. Boom light. I also found something that's pretty cool in the truck itself. So I don't know if any of you folks are into this stuff or whatnot, but I blew the fuse on the brake light when I cut the wires in the beginning of this whole process. And so I found these guys in the glove box, but it's an old tin box with fuses. So there's this one, and then I also have this guy as well. This one's tin, but then there's a plastic backing. But like, how legit is this, right? I don't know if, I mean, to me it's kind of cool. I'm not super into antiques and whatnot, but like, I do have old trucks. And like, yeah, it's fully tin, and then there's one fuse in it, but like, completely tin can. That's pretty neat. Like I said, not really a big antique guy myself, but does kind of make you think about the old days. I mean, look at this guy. It's upside down for you guys, sorry. Boop, boop. And then the back side has like some kind of a diagram. Not really sure what all that means. Made in the USA. It's unfortunate. But yeah, it's like a little slide box. It's like a, this reminds me of a, like a Matchbox. Anyway, I thought that was cool. Thought you guys might like it. It is another day working in the shop on the good old wrecker. It's been about a week since I last talked to you guys, but we still got work to do, so videos are gonna keep on keeping on. But I do have something to show you. I got a little ahead of myself here and ahead of the camera, but I did make this guy. I figured it'd be kind of boring for you guys to see, but you have a tube in a tube, and then you have a plethora of holes going through it, and at the end it's welded. And the welds are just to keep these two tubes stationary so they don't move on each other, so you can get all those holes. But the reason for this, let me give you some some intel here, and then we'll see if you can figure it out within like the next 30 seconds. But you have a bunch of holes and you have a pin. Pin goes through hole. And obviously it can go through every single hole in the tube. So I'm gonna continue building this and I'll be back in like, for you guys, probably like five to 6 seconds, and see if you're right. Take your guesses now. Drop in the comments what this guy is gonna be. 2 tubes, you got about 15 holes through it, and a pin goes through said holes. Alrighty, so here she is, completed. End on that side, we have an end on this side. We have the pin in the middle, right? Obviously we have all the holes. If we pull the pin out, drop the pin down, then we have a plethora of options for holes. I could pick anywhere at any length, does not matter. Could be literally that small, or it could be that long, realistically. So anyways, put the pin back in here for a moment. Comment down below, what do you think this is? I'm gonna give you 30 seconds, and by 30, I mean right now, to pause the video and comment what you think this is. Now, what this is in fact my emergency brake for the truck. Let me explain. So the way this thing works, you take the skinny end, the tall skinny end, up against the brake pedal, long, wide, flat end goes up against the seat, and then you extend it out, put the pin through it, and it holds the brakes. In this truck, I pulled the e-brake off of it, so I have no brake aside from park and the little parking pin. But when we're winching something heavy, you don't want to pull heavy stuff, dragging things with a parking pin. But let me just show you, just so you can see, just in case that didn't make sense. Here she be, right here. So you have pin up against the brake pedal, and there's a pin inside of it, and then it's going up against the seat right here. So pushing up against that, boom, to there. Now, just so you guys can see, I cannot move this truck. If I try to, it ain't happening. There's no movement that I can do to this truck. And I don't even have the brake all the way down. That's just kind of where I can get it without the booster on. Now, let me take the brake off. So now there's no brakes being applied, and I can move this thing no problem. So obviously it's in neutral right now, but the point is that the e-brake system works. So yeah, if you guys ever need something, just build one. Something like this at least. The advantages to this over like an emergency brake is that you get the front 2 wheels. And in the application of like in the snow or even in sand or dirt, you'll take everything you can get to keep your truck moving. Now granted, I could anchor off my truck to something else, anchor to a tree, anchor to whatever, but and obviously that would hold just as fine. But this device is more of your best friend when you're running solo, when you don't have any support rigs and you're doing winch outs. This guy is going to give you the best chance of not sliding. I guess you could still technically run a front winch out to like a snatch block to a tree, but then you're gonna have lines going across the road or things of that nature, and it could get spicy. So, okay, so one thing you didn't know about me, I love sunsets. And as you can imagine, because of where I live, the sunsets are amazing. But this is, my garage faces directly west. So every single night I get this view, which is fantastic. But I want to show you guys something here. So we got brake lights on, or I'm sorry, running lights on, right? Then we also have a bullet light at the top of the boom, which makes me happy. So if a semi truck ever hits me, or a motorhome ever hits me, probably the only two things that are gonna hit the boom, it's not my fault. Or at least I have a little bit of an aid in the suing process. But that being said, those wires drop straight down into the bottom of the boom, and they run the length of the boom, and they come out right there, and they come down this, go that way, and then in here, and are wired into that brake light. Now, with that being said, I have 2 of these suckers and 1 of these suckers. So, what we got going on here, take a look at this. Boom, rock lights. The 4 switch in, so remember we have, that's passenger side light, then we have back light, then we have driver side light, and we also have that one. And that one is rock lights. Yeah, it's good. Give me a second here. Turn that light off. And ready? I'm gone. But the truck isn't. Oh, it's not gonna focus. Oh, there it goes. Boom. Look at that. So the 2 side ones under here are pointing off to the side because it's kind of crucial. You can see up under here that light is right about there doing the work. And then the one that's over here is that center one, which is directly at the back of the bench, just pointed straight down, and it's flat enough that the winch line will go over it, or the winch line goes under it. The light is over the winch line, so that's good news. And then obviously this side is the same principle with the light being on there, pointed to the side. I ordered some things because we're going to be using the truck here pretty soon to get this truck along the way. To start off with, we got these puppies right here. These puppies, there are 2 of them. They're going to go across the X, like as an X brace from corner to corner. Oh, there's even a pin through it. You know, look at that. You get a brand new strap when they shove a bobby pin right through her. That's fine. It's probably okay. Anyhow, oh, there's 2 of them. Oh my goodness. Why would you do that? Just put it in the plastic wrap. Anyways, these guys are gonna go from corner of truck, so you have back of truck, corner of truck to corner of vehicle towing, and then corner of truck, corner of vehicle towing. That's an X brace, so that way when you're driving and whatnot, no issues. But anyway, 6-foot strap. We got 2 of those. Bada bing, bada boom. We also have 3 of these suckers because I have 3 winches. And I believe that you need to have minimum 1 snatch block per line. So we have some winch rings. They are not, they're called U-Creative. Not sure, some Chinese brand probably. But the working load is 33,000 pounds. So that's a healthy number. Braking strength is 66,000 pounds. So the working load is probably sufficiently higher than 33,000 pounds because the braking strength is quite literally double that. But to save their bacon, 33,000 pounds is the load. Anyway, we got 3 of these guys, so that's good to have. 2 more. We also have winch extensions. So I have 2 winch lines that I'm super concerned about, which are going to be the top ones. And so here we have, pardon me, 50-foot winch extensions. Just basically it has an opening and an opening on either end, which I might remove the metal, I don't know. I'm not going to remove the metal because it fully encases it, and I'm not going to cook the line, so that's not coming off. But yeah, the 50-foot extensions, I have 2 of these guys. 1 per boom line, or we can double them if we needed to and make 100 feet if we needed to connect these together. That's always an option. Second one is right here. And we got 3 packs of soft shackles. And these guys, so we have 6 soft shackles. That is a semi-difficult thing to say. Interesting, comes with a bag. Don't care. But yeah, simple, easy, small, nice. I actually might get a couple bigger ones as well. These are a little bit tiny. I want like a bigger hole. But anyway, it doesn't matter because you can always just extend it with axle straps or whatever. But 6 packs of soft shackles. And yeah. Oh, also, 2 more packs, shop shackles. Also, $70 in paint right here for the cab. Now let me show you what we got. Alright? Because this is good. So, we have a black one for touch-ups. We also have navy blue. Would you look at that? I got 6 of these puppies for the cab. I will probably need more, but we have 6 for the moment. Navy blue. Let's get into it. Okay, so for trimming sliders, here's the problem I'm having, is that the tire is eating the slider, and you can kind of see where it's been rubbing on it right here. So my theory is we come in here and we nick this guy off right here, and then cap it, of course. Because what's happening is these are brand new tires, and the slider is just chewing these things up, like literally just ripping chunks out of this guy. Because when it comes around, right here, look at this whole thing. Like, that's no bueno, ripping all of this stuff up. So, and that's because it comes around and it catches right here, and it just destroys it. So this truck came with a locking, or not locking, but like anti-theft lugs, where they have, they call the splines on them. You see them on a lot of like drift cars and crap like that. Well, my dad found a socket for him. Ironically enough, he was able to calculate the size and the spacing, and he ordered a socket that fit it. Crazy, right? Anyways, aside from all of that, we got the wheels off. This is the first time I've ever had the wheels off of this truck. But these puppies are massive. I kind of want to like go in here and clean all this rust off of it, but I'm not going to, but I really want to. And this side is also looking spiffy. So now we can come in here and lob that off, no problem. But yeah, that's a Dana 44 with an 8-lug hub and a locking center hub. So here's what we're working with. We got the back cut at a 45-ish, kind of, and then we got the side cut 1.25 inches in from top. And on this side, it looks something like this when it's all boxed in. So you got front box and you got the back box, and this side is also cut as well. Hoping that works. If not, we can lift the front, but for right now, for the sake of financial reasons, we're just gonna go this route. Alrighty, so it's not even noon yet. We already got 3 things off the list. We got sliders cut and boxed, we have sliders painted, and we also have wiring cleaned up. So I'm gonna leave you guys off on this one. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been a long one. It's been like 3 weeks in the making for this video. The next one, we're painting the cab. I am not gonna lie to you folks. We are painting the cab. So stay tuned for the next one. It's gonna be good. You already saw the color, but I'll give you more intel on it later. So hope you enjoyed it. See you on the next one.